Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ninja Eskimo coming back to you with Operation Dynamo. We're going to play Commonwealth and Free France, turn 10. That is January 41. To start us off, we've got some British tech that I think we should get going with. We're going to do some LRA and anti-sub warfare. No to anti-sub, however we do succeed on LRA, so we'll move LRA forward. Alright, we're scraping up the bottom of the barrel here. We're going to spend 11 of our 12 remaining Crown Brit dollars, IPP, get a heavy cruiser, finish that up in Canada, deposit some militia. These I don't think are affecting anything that has anything to do with the rest of this turn. So we're just gonna stick them here. They'll move here for the time being, I think. You know, we don't even have to do this heavy cruiser at the moment. We can switch that up and put him right back and just grab a couple more British militia. A few more. So 6 and 6 will be 12. I guess I'll place those later because the ones in London are going to London regardless. We're getting an FEC Colonial and Militia. And we're buying an Anzac sub. We're finishing the major port that's been under construction. And we're getting some supplies for Anzac. Now that I'm thinking about it though, I don't really care about the supplies all that much when I can just build another militia dude and have another dice to roll with. So that's the Brits. The French are just going to be picking up their 1 from Madagascar, as is usual, for any of their buys. They do have an attack that's planned out here for the French, and we can go just move that currently, so it'll be here and ready to go. Go across the Maldives, the Seychelles, kill some Italians. That'll be fun. But it is the British first. The British. There seems to be a German seaplane here. I confess I don't know why there's a German seaplane in the middle of this ocean when it's not on map. But it cannot shoot at the British seaplane that intends to do things here. So that'll be that. These boys are going there. Combat, combat, combat. Anzac subs, 1, 2, 3, to do unspeakable and ghastly things. I did not ask whether the veteran wanted to scramble fighters, but I am going to assume that he does, because there's no risk of these guys coming out of port because of this blockade. So it's not like if they do this, then they can't defend on Ceylon or something to that effect. Yes, this air transport you can see here will be going 1, 2, 3, 4. Grabbing that Gurkha, bringing him in. These boys will be marching over, as seen there. I don't think we've got more. I don't think we have any more attacks of really any sort of nature. So, oh, well. This is a British infantry. He can come and take this in Thessaly. And these will also be British controlled, so I could get these guys. Oh, they don't have the flags. Doesn't really matter then. Infantry, infantry. British controlled Turkish infantry. British controlled Turkish militia. Oh, that's right. Okay. We will want to change that. Alright, we don't need the cavalry after all, but... we copied that. There's 2 more of these. We don't like the chips. We don't need the chips. We're gonna move these things around, I think. Because they're British controlled, not British aligned. We're gonna move some of these around. Alright. This guy will, I guess, not get there fast enough. We're gonna rail this gentleman in here. This is, I believe, the Middle East, so maybe we do have 2 rails. No, it's Middle East, it's just 1. Everything is 1 except 4, 4, and 2. Yeah, all other regions are 1. So, Middle East is just got the 1 infantry moving there. The Turkish cav will move by itself there. Let's see. That's a militia. Does nothing for us. Okay, so that should be it in terms of attacks. And let's get started. We've got this attack here, which is oh so very sad if we have nothing hit. We're hoping to kill some things. We will have the 2 fighters and the 1 destroyer be represented there. This 3 submarines will be represented here, and they can only hit the naval units. Okay, so there's 1 hit by a fighter, and miss. There's 1 hit miss by a sub. So I think the destroyer and subs will cancel out. These 2 transports will remain. And I will submerge, because these are not on map. So they will go back to Ceylon. Alright. That is the main British attack, I believe. The other one would be here, where we're rolling for our seaplane, trying to hit a submarine. I'll ask about this German seaplane and what it's doing out here. And what we will want to do with that. But seaplane, I don't think radar improves its ability to find subs. I guess I can double check, but Chapter 8, I guess. The 1 interception is nice. Bases and major naval facilities are unlimited number of units is okay. Yeah, it's just battlecruiser and convoy rolls. Not, it's got to be ASW, that's the +2, I believe, to seaplanes shooting at subs. So here we go. I'm assuming if I succeed, which I do not, but I was assuming that it would be taken on this Italian coastal. So, having done almost nothing, he shall return. Those guys are there. These 3 pop up there. We're gonna move around 1 guy to go here, and no, we'll just stay put. And we'll grab a militia, militia. Cape Town has got one, just one. Alright. Militia, militia, militia. We'll call it good. These gents will do their very best. I think we're going to put a militia out in Queensland, and this will set up there. So no longer are we making the major port because it's done. Militia, submarine, FEC militia is going to go here. The colonial infantry will pop straight into there. All right. I don't believe I'm missing anything for Anzac or FEC. Something is nagging that I'm missing for the Crown Brits, but I can't put my finger on it. So if you say, hey Charlie, you're being an idiot and this is the obvious thing that you're missing, let me know in the comments. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was 6 for 6 and 11 for 11 and 12 for 12. We will be picking up 15. No, we'll be picking up 16 because we went up by 1. Haha, for Greece. 16 there. 6 for Anzac and 5 for FEC. The French are doing almost nothing except Shazam doing this thing. So we'll have 3 French fighters versus 2 destroyers and a cruiser. It's a heavy cruiser? Heavy cruiser, yep. So they're just going 1, 2, 3. One hit for 2 hits. That's a little rough. We've been rolling high on these 11s and 12s for both sea battles here. But I was thinking maybe we continue anyhow, but at this point I'm gonna say no. And we could have attacked something, but I'm gonna say no. Is this this is a French militia? How did we get a French? I think maybe the French militia should have been over there. I'll ask. But these boys shall go this way. He's likely supposed to have died over here. It's a militia. It's probably just a leftover from the Ethiopian troop. With that understanding, we'll see if he shot anything when he got killed. I'm assuming no. And correct, it would be nothing that he shot. I mean, I've got a militia here, but why do I have a militia in Tanganyika? That just makes no sense. Yeah. So I'm just going to give it to them that they killed this guy, and we'll delete him. This, I should have said, is probably going to be sitting there. That's unfortunate, really, that we didn't get more hits with the French. That should be it. I don't believe they have any more. I think at some point that Free French sub died in the north, so that is sad. But, oh, over here would have been these guys coming out and doing their business as well. So if you'll indulge me, they'll just be rolling. They got 2 hits. I'm going to assume that that's a 1 and a 2. I feel like they're contributing something now. And Vichy seem hellbent on something over here. Interesting of them. The heavy cruiser will maintain his stoic attitude as he prepares for annihilation in London. Yeah. That should be the French, that should be the British, and that should be them done. So yes, they pick up their 1, and we should be all set. They had no purchases because nothing was available for them. And that should be it for Commonwealth Free France, turn 10 in Operation Dynamo. Catch you all in the next one.